We've got a big crowd here. Sean Duffy, co-host of the great new show Bottom Line on Fox Business. Deroy Murdock, senior fellow, London Center for Policy Research and Fox News contributor. And the great Mark Simone, WOR radio show host. Mark Simone, I want to start with you on this. I mean, you could marry a Republican, but really it goes down to conservative traditional values. And why are liberals so darn unhappy? Why?
Oh, they're miserable. You know, a Republican, the glass is half full. To a liberal, the glass was too big. It's inequality. it's racist. I'm sure they love their country, but they don't like their country. They don't like Friday night football. They don't like hot dogs. They don't like the 4th of July. It's the worst day of the year for them. They just love being miserable. Even when they win all the elections, look at this. They're still miserable about everything.
Well, they fix all the elections. They're all these dirty tricks. That's because they're so damn unhappy. Yeah. Sean Duffy, as a former House member, congressman from the Midwest, from Wisconsin, what is it about liberals and conservatives? What makes the difference?
I'm going to one up you on the Larryisms. I'm about save America, save your family. I was in Congress. The most I can do to save my country is to save my family, and the left is trying to get it. But I think this comes down to faith. Republicans aren't living for global warming, for climate change. They live for an eternal afterlife, right? And so the things that happen in this life will have an impact on what happens to them in the next life. And so they're guided by a set of principles. I think that's really important. They're not victims, right? We're in control of our lives. We're in control of our destiny. And you mentioned hard work. And I think Democrats feel like they're the victim of all of these things around them. They're out of control. And just one other thing, I think when you look at a lot of women have been lied to, right? They've been told, listen, you can forestall all of these wonderful things in your life, like marriage and a family, pursue the job, pursue the bank account. Well, all of a sudden they wake up at 38, 45 years old, and they miss the opportunity to do something that lasts, which is your family and building this thing out that gives so much joy to us that they completely miss out on because they've gone for something that doesn't fulfill them, which is their career.
Stay-at-home moms in this survey were regarded as slaves. Stay-at-home moms regarded as slaves. That's quite remarkable. But Deroy, this is much bigger than, people who are married. This is a generic study, and the other study was how teenagers, conservative teenagers, are happier than liberal teenagers. In your view, what's going on here?
Sean just used an F word. I'll use a different F word with 4 letters, and that's fear.
Oh,
don't worry about any other
Thank
F words.
you.
But I find a lot of people on the left are just terrified. They have this sort of holistic fear about so many things. They're still wearing masks 3 years after COVID.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
And then if by 2030 climate change is going to boil us all and we'll all be dead. Genetically modified foods, frankenfoods, those are coming after. The white supremacists are right around the corner, ready to lynch black people. According to Biden, some people today want to lynch blacks. So there's this ongoing constant fear. I think these people are so terrified they don't have any time to be happy.
Mark Simone, victims, the idea of victims and victimization is so anathema to me. My whole life. I mean, you work hard, I work hard. A lot of people work hard. Even liberals may work hard, but they don't understand. I'm not a victim of anything. And if there's something that's imperfect, in this country or society or communities, I'll try to fix it. What's wrong with fixing stuff? Why do liberals not want to fix stuff?
No, that commencement speech that Biden made, besides lies, that's unheard of. A commencement speech is inspirational. Look at the opportunity ahead of you. You're going to have a great... He's telling you, you're being hunted right now. You're going to be a victim. You better be afraid. I've never seen a commencement speech like that. That's the worst leadership in the world.
I want to go back to that point. All right, so that's typical. Now, Biden, whatever he may have been, has become a nasty old man, basically.
That's right.
Spewing these far-left things like this, as you say. So he's speaking to a fine, a historic black college, Howard University, and it's a negative speech. It's an attack speech. The fact remains, Republicans, and I'll say this before and I'll say it again, Republicans were instrumental in the Senate in passing the civil rights laws, the great laws of the 1960s, which turned things around. And it was the Democratic Party that housed the racists, the senators from the South, the KKK senators. It was the Democrats. If you're going to talk about white supremacy and you're going to get your history right, I'm sorry, it had nothing to do with Republicans.
No, and it's hard to call a country racist that has a black president, a black vice president, a black chairman of the board every time you look around.
Right.
I mean, this is the most improvement we've ever seen any country in the world ever have.
What is it, Sean? I mean, I want to go back to this. We got to get out, but one last thing. Annoys me. I haven't read the Durham report, obviously, because it just came out. But Democratic dirty tricks, 2 administrations, Hillary Clinton's and Biden's, Democratic dirty tricks helped one guy, Biden, win. Hillary nearly won. But they were fingered. The inside FBI and the CIA helped them. What is up with that? Why is this?
And they were able to tie the hands of Donald Trump for almost 4 years. I mean, they ran
Yes.
him through the ringer.
Yes.
Just think of, I mean, he did great things. Just think of what else he would have gotten done if he didn't have these investigations hanging over his head. But it comes down to the media. The media keeps their government accountable. And when you have a media that's complicit and unwilling to call out the Democrat or Democrat actors inside of these very powerful agencies, they can run with impunity. And they have. Now, if a Republican tried the very same thing, you'd have every news network covering the end to democracy. Why? Because Republicans have violated the trust of the American people and abused this power. And until the media gets off their duff, but for Fox Business and Fox, you're not going to see changes in the Democrat Party. By the way, this is not the end of it. This is going to continue. The dirty tricks will not end because it's worked for them.
Well, I'll tell you this. I am happy to be part of Fox, which is conservative media, objectively conservative media, to fight it. Happy to do it. I know, every day. It's why it's such joy to work. I don't care. This stuff, I do other segments. I do Fox News. I do your show, your great show. Really, it makes me happy. All right? We all happy?
We like happy.
We're happy.
Happy's good. Happy's good.
Mark, Simone, Deroy Murdock, Sean Duffy. You can catch Sean's Bottom Line, great new show with fabulous Dagan McDowell, old friends, weeknights every day, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Fox Business. And I get to be happy on their show every now and then, too, and fight all these left-wing dirty tricks.